Hey everybody, we are going to do a little stretch session. So blanket if you have it, can be any blanket. And then if you have a block, if you don't, then you will want probably an extra blanket or 2 or 3. You can roll them up in place of your block. But for now, let's just get started with a little silence, with a little stillness, embracing the idea that we can come to a space and shut the outside world out for a little bit, and that just doing that is yoga. So while you're getting situated, I'm going to change the lighting a little bit. That's a little nicer. I had forgotten about what light I used before. So seated, if you really want to start flat on your back in a mini Shavasana, that's never a bad idea. So just pick a spot, pick a shape you can place your body in that's going to help you just tune into your center. And go ahead and close your eyes, and we'll start and end with, again, like I said, some stillness. So I want you to bring your awareness to your breath, okay? And notice it. We're not trying to change it, okay? We're just first bringing our awareness inward and watching the breath. What do you notice about it? If this is truly your natural breathing rhythm, is it something that you sense is a little heavy and labored, or is it pretty subtle and gentle? Do you tend to be a heavy breather or a light breather? No right or wrong answers. If someone were sitting next to you, would they even hear you? Just things to notice about your particular breath right now. And then we're going to see if we can balance things out. So on your inhale, allow yourself to count to 4. Exhale, we count down from 4. And already, what do you notice? This is what we use for a balancing breath, but what do you notice about it? Can you gently scan your body here? Do you feel a little more relaxed just after 4 or 5 rounds of it? Are the shoulders away from your ears? Do you notice yourself starting to feel lighter, melting? Or check in with fingers and toes. Notice if you aren't clenching there, hands and feet, okay? So typically after just a few rounds, we can notice more relaxation, and that's what I want you to start tapping into. We're going to take 5 more balanced breaths. Keep your eyes closed and keep breathing. Now slowly start to open the eyes, and if you've been on your back, take the next breath or 2 or 3 to transition to seated, and just, no rush. Another thing you might notice about a stretch session is that if I go to my back side, you're not going to see me in the frame sometimes. But here's the thing about that. If you're working on yourself in your practice, you're listening to those cues, and you wouldn't really be looking at me or able to see me anyway. So when we do that, if you want a breakdown of some postures, message me and let me know. If there's something that I go to that you're not used to or you don't know what that is, I will show them to you. But for the most part, I think you're going to be able to follow this, and it doesn't matter that you can't see me. So from seated, let's just inhale, reach up, and then exhale, palms together into your heart. On the next inhale, we're going to open up the chest, maybe look up, and then round your spine. Give yourself a hug. Just a little movement, even though the intention for this is more of a stretch. One more. Yes, perfect. All right, so we're going to lengthen up. Inhale, reach. This time we're finding that twist. So let go. Gentle twist. Hands go behind you. The other hand rests on your knee. Inhale up. Send it the other way. And release. Inhale, reach. Exhale, hands through heart center. We're going to fold forward here. Belly in, roll it up. Let's lengthen the legs out in front of us. Toes to the ceiling. I hope you can't hear my girls upstairs like I can. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, fold. That's real life, huh? Breathe here. Belly in, roll it up. Remember, you can linger in these a little longer if I'm moving a little faster than your body needs. We're going to take our legs apart. Oh, just that sometimes is a really nice, yummy stretch. And you can sit here for, as long as you want to. Tall spine, inhale, reaching. We're going to fold it forward again. Notice what you notice here. In this shape, how is your body responding? You can always take the opportunity to find movement. I like to turn my head side to side sometimes and up and down while I'm waiting in a fold. Belly comes in, slowly make your way up. Let's roll those shoulders back. Already feeling a little bit better, so I hope that you are too as far as stretching goes. Stillness, lengthen. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, gently twist. So this is a little bit different. You'll notice in your body to only twist as far as it wants to go. We're not pushing to find an edge here. Inhale up, exhale, twist. And release to center, roll shoulders back again. Now I'm really enjoying the wide leg shape here, position here. So if it's not working for you, change it. We're just going to do a little bit of a shoulder thing while we're here, but you can change your legs. Reach up, roll that shoulder back, top of the hand goes to your back side. Now, if you want a little neck stuff, send your head the opposite way. Oh, that's nice. I don't really have a quiet place, I'll be honest. Only certain times of the day. My bedroom can be kind of nice. But gosh, I swear, it's like when people talk about having little kids. Mine are almost grown. But it's only when you need a quiet moment, like only when you're on a phone call or trying to do a video, all of a sudden they're awake out of nowhere and chatty. And that's not typical here. So I know that, the universe works that way. It's kind of humorous. Let's slowly let this go. And he'll reach up, roll the shoulders back. And just know if you've got little ones, it doesn't get easier. Hate to be the negative Nancy, but yeah. So send your head the other way if you want that neck stretch. I will say, I've always said parenting is the most challenging job. It's the best job in the world, but it will absolutely challenge you in every way. And so as they grow, you keep thinking, well, this phase will be easier, or this phase will be over with, and the next one won't be so bad. It doesn't get any better. It doesn't get any easier. And they're wonderful, wonderful kids. So, as all of yours are. Slowly release this. Let's roll those shoulders back again. Notice the sensation that you may have gotten, but we never want pain or pressure. So yeah, I always feel it because I'm so tight in the shoulders, but something hurts, I back off. Let's come away from the sits bones. And we'll see if I can stay in the frame for a little bit more. Let's go ahead and visit child's pose. Take the knees wide, sink the hips back, and then you're just going to fold forward. So remember, we're not going to see each other, face down. Maybe some deeper breaths here. Belly comes in as you help yourself up. All right, so we're going to move into pigeon pose. Some of us like to go to down dog. You don't have to. You're just going to send one knee towards that same wrist, lengthen the other leg out, so pick a side, and then you come forward. And you can always rest on a block or a blanket. So pigeon is one of those that we tend to try to force. And you can go as low as you want to, as long as your spine's long. Different schools of thought and trainings on that pose in particular. I like to see the hips square. And of course, if you want support, you know, we stick blocks and underneath to help as well. No pain, no pressure, just breathing. 5 to 8 more breaths. And then when you're ready, no rush, belly comes in, you help yourself up. And again, you can down dog here, you can just go back to table, however you want to find it on the other side. Make the switch. Take a moment, no rushing to get down, no destination, and then lower down nice and slow with a tall spine, or long spine. Rest your forehead. If you can come down to the mat, great. If you don't have a block, a blanket. This feels really good. I must have needed, after that little workout that I recorded, I haven't decided what to name it, not really flow. I must need this stretch. 5 to 8 more breaths. belly comes in. When you're ready, no rush to make your way out. And then, what do you need? Down dog, tabletop. Down dog in itself, if you don't think about it like this, but you should, is an amazing stretch. And if you're in down dog, take your feet a little wider, and I'm gonna do the same thing. Take my feet wide, send my heels toward each other, and sink into a squat. Yes, I'm able to stay in the frame. So another good stretch. We're just breathing. Remember, block underneath you. You can do a wall squat if you'd rather back up or change positions and come to a wall. You can draw the belly in here. Next few breaths coming out or staying in. And we're just gonna turn and make your way to your back side. So I'll be talking you through the rest of this. Actually, before you lay all the way down, let's do something for the spine. So if you've got a block, that's when you'll want it. If you don't, and you have a blanket though, maybe you just kind of fold it to where it kind of looks like a block, right? Well, maybe that's not the best view. But, you know, just fold it into a square. Maybe a pillow even. So get creative. And this top of it is going to go right underneath your shoulder blades. So we roll the shoulder blades off, lift in the chest, and just notice your spine. Pay attention to how things feel. We can change things up if we need to. But those that know me and or know the practice, know what we do in the studio, it's not coming out right. Those of you who practice with me often will know supported fish. So that's where we're going. And also, I have really missed this, but you place it under, you just lay back. And again, I don't have a way to adjust this. Let me see if I can make this a little better to where you can really see me in the posture. I'll move back some. Because you might not know what this is. If you're in it, just relax and enjoy. Let's see if we can see. Oh, that might be a little bit better. So here's what it looks like. Yes, so if the low back bothers you, try bending your knees or coming to butterfly. Butterfly is soles of the feet together. You should take your arms out wide. Let this pose do you instead of you trying to do the pose. Now let your hips rest on the ground. So you're not trying to make contact, you do want to make contact, sorry. You do want to make contact with your bum and the mat. You're not trying to hold anything up, right? So 8 to 10 more breaths in your supported fish. Close your eyes and enjoy. Now I'm going to go ahead and move into supported bridge pose. A lot of us can shift that block and never have to come up off of it and go back down, but do what you need to do. And then supported bridge pose is a bent knees. We lift up. The block goes this way now instead of this way, so horizontal and right under your sacrum. So not in the curve of your spine, but a place that you can just rest. Oh yeah, the pelvis on. Now we want 10 full breaths here. So you stay. After your 10 breaths, you'll just lift the hips on an inhale. Slide that block away. Always come out of your bridge super slow. So we start at the top of the spine and we release down. Once the hips are down, just give your knees a little sway side to side. So you're still in a bent knee position. No rush to catch up. Remember, this is your practice. After you've given your knees a little sway side to side, again, if you're still in supported bridge, stay and enjoy. Send those knees in towards your chest, curl up into a ball, hug them in, just breathing. Lift the head. And then slowly start to iron everything out. Release everything onto your mat slowly. Lengthen legs out. Separate them a little bit. Let the feet fall out. Take your arms a little wider than normal. Let the palms turn up towards the ceiling. Start to become aware of your breath again. Deepening it, letting go with bigger exhales. 2 more of those. Notice your body here. Mini scan. Revisit that intention. And then finally, let go. Let go of breath awareness. Let your body take over. And again, give yourself permission here. It's okay to feel nice and heavy. Stay put as long as your schedule allows. And when you do get ready to come out, find some gentle movement, a few deep breaths, and always take your time coming up to seated so you don't get dizzy. Thanks for tuning in. Thank you for following. And I hope that this yoga has helped bring peace to your chaos. See you next time. Namaste.